Let me ask you something. Do your legs feel heavy? Do you experience numbness, tingling, or cold feet? Maybe you've noticed your balance isn't what it used to be, or walking even short distances feels like a challenge. Well, here's the truth. Poor blood circulation is one of the biggest hidden problems as we age. And if you don't fix it, it only gets worse. But today, I'm going to show you something simple, natural, and incredibly powerful. And yes, it's an oil. Let me share something very important with you, and I want you to really listen closely, because this could make a profound difference in how your body feels, especially your legs. When we talk about circulation, we're really talking about life itself. Your blood is constantly moving, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every cell in your body. But as we get older, something begins to change. Those blood vessels that were once flexible, smooth, and wide, they begin to stiffen, they narrow, they don't respond the same way they used to. And this is exactly why so many seniors start to notice that heavy feeling in their legs, the cold feet, the tingling, even pain when walking. Now here's the part most people don't realize. There is a natural way to help your blood vessels open back up without drugs, without complicated treatments, and it starts with something as simple as extra virgin olive oil. You see, this oil is not just food, it's medicine for your blood vessels. Inside extra virgin olive oil are powerful compounds called monounsaturated fats and polyphenols. Now don't let those words intimidate you. What matters is what they do inside your body. These compounds go directly to work on your blood vessels. They help reduce inflammation, that silent damage happening inside your arteries that you can't see or feel until it becomes a serious problem. Inflammation is one of the biggest reasons your circulation slows down. It causes the inner lining of your blood vessels to become irritated and tight. Imagine a garden hose. When it's new, water flows freely. But over time, if that hose becomes stiff or clogged, the flow weakens. That's exactly what happens inside your body. But here's where extra virgin olive oil becomes so powerful. It helps that inner lining relax. And when your blood vessels relax, they open up. When they open up, blood flows more easily. And when blood flows more easily, everything changes. Now let me explain something that's absolutely critical. There's a natural substance in your body called nitric oxide. This is one of the most important molecules for healthy circulation. Its job is simple but powerful. It tells your blood vessels to dilate, to expand, to allow more blood to pass through. As we age, our body produces less nitric oxide. That's a big problem because without enough of it, your blood vessels stay tight, restricted, and blood flow becomes sluggish, especially in the legs where circulation is already working against gravity. Here's the amazing part. Extra virgin olive oil helps your body increase nitric oxide production. That means your blood vessels get the signal to open up again, not forcefully, not artificially, but naturally the way your body was designed to function. And when that happens, you may start to notice something very quickly. Your feet feel warmer. That constant cold sensation begins to fade. The heaviness in your legs starts to lift. Walking becomes easier, smoother, more comfortable. This is not magic, this is physiology. This is your body responding the way it's supposed to when you give it the right support. But there's more. Those antioxidants in olive oil, especially the polyphenols, also protect your blood vessels from further damage. Every day your body is exposed to stress, toxins, and internal wear and tear. Over time, this creates oxidative stress, which damages your arteries and reduces circulation even more. Think of antioxidants as your body's internal shield. They go in, clean things up, and protect those delicate blood vessels so they can continue doing their job. So now you're not only improving blood flow, you're also preventing further decline. And that's the key, because once circulation starts to improve, your body begins to heal. Muscles in your legs receive more oxygen, nerves function better, swelling can decrease, even balance and stability can improve because your tissues are finally getting what they need. Now I want you to understand something very clearly. This is not about a quick fix. This is about restoring function. And when you restore function, the results can feel almost immediate for some people. But more importantly, they continue to improve over time. But here's the truth that many people overlook. Not all oils are the same. If you're using processed, refined oils, you're not getting these benefits. In fact, you could be doing more harm than good. The key is using high quality extra virgin olive oil, because that's where these powerful compounds are preserved. This is nature in its purest form. Simple, effective, and incredibly powerful. So if you've been struggling with poor circulation in your legs, if you've been feeling that discomfort, that stiffness, that lack of energy when you walk, understand this, your body is not broken. It's just missing the right support. And sometimes something as simple as adding the right oil into your daily routine can help turn things around. Because when your blood starts flowing better, your legs feel lighter, your steps feel stronger, and your confidence begins to come back. And that, my friends, is what true health is all about. Let me take you deeper into something that most people completely overlook, yet it holds tremendous power when it comes to your health, especially as you age. We're talking about what's inside that oil, because the real magic is not just that it's olive oil, it's what olive oil is made of. You see, your body doesn't just need calories to survive, it needs the right kind of nutrients to function properly. And when those nutrients are missing, your body starts to slow down, systems begin to weaken, circulation declines, energy drops. And this is exactly what so many seniors experience without even realizing why. Now here's where extra virgin olive oil stands out in a very special way. It's rich in something called monounsaturated fats. Now I know that word fat has been misunderstood for years. People hear fat and immediately think it's bad, but that's not true. Your body actually depends on healthy fats to survive and function at its best. Monounsaturated fats are one of the healthiest types of fats you can give your body. They help support your heart, your blood vessels, and even your brain. But more importantly, they play a direct role in improving how your blood flows. These healthy fats help reduce harmful cholesterol levels in your body, particularly LDL, which is often referred to as bad cholesterol. When LDL builds up in your arteries, it creates plaque. Over time, that plaque narrows your blood vessels and restricts circulation. Now imagine that happening in your legs. Blood can't move freely, oxygen can't reach your muscles efficiently, and this is when you start to feel fatigue, heaviness, and discomfort. But when you introduce monounsaturated fats from extra virgin olive oil into your system, something begins to change. They help lower that harmful buildup, they support healthier cholesterol balance, and they make it easier for blood to move through your vessels. It's like clearing a blocked pathway so everything can flow smoothly again. But that's only part of the story. There's another powerful component in extra virgin olive oil that makes it truly special, and that is antioxidants, particularly a group called polyphenols. Now this is where things get really interesting. Every single day your body is under attack from something called oxidative stress. This comes from normal metabolism, environmental toxins, stress, and even aging itself. Over time, this stress damages your cells, increasing the cells that line your blood vessels. When those cells are damaged, your circulation suffers, your arteries become less flexible, they become inflamed, and blood flow becomes weaker and less efficient. This is one of the major reasons why circulation problems increase as we get older. But here's the powerful part. Polyphenols and extra virgin olive oil act like a defense system for your body. They go in and neutralize that damage. They protect your blood vessels from further harm, and they help restore balance so your body can function the way it's supposed to. Think of it like this. If your blood vessels are like roads, oxidative stress is like wear and tear that creates cracks and damage. Over time, those roads become difficult to travel on, but antioxidants come in and help repair and protect those roads, making it easier for traffic, your blood, to move freely again. And when that happens, everything improves. Now, there's another important benefit that many people don't talk about. These nutrients also help reduce inflammation throughout the body. Inflammation is one of the biggest hidden causes of poor health. It's often silent, meaning you don't feel it right away, but it's constantly working in the background, damaging tissues and slowing down your body's systems. And your blood vessels, inflammation causes them to tighten and become less responsive. This directly affects circulation, especially in areas like your legs and feet. But the combination of healthy fats and polyphenols and extra virgin olive oil helps calm that inflammation. It helps your blood vessels relax. It improves their flexibility, and it allows them to respond better to your body's needs. So now, instead of stiff, narrow vessels, you have more relaxed, open pathways for blood to flow. And that can make a noticeable difference in how you feel. You may start to notice that your legs don't feel as tired at the end of the day. You may find that walking becomes easier and more comfortable. You might even feel a boost in your overall energy because better circulation means better oxygen delivery throughout your body. Now here's something else that's very important. These nutrients don't just work in one area, they support your entire cardiovascular system. That means your heart, your arteries, your veins, everything works together more efficiently. And when your cardiovascular system is functioning well, your body doesn't have to struggle as much. It becomes more resilient, more capable, more balanced. But let me be very clear about one thing. The quality of the oil matters. If you're using low quality, heavily processed oils, you're not getting these powerful nutrients. In many cases, those beneficial compounds are destroyed during processing. That's why extra virgin olive oil is so important. It's the least processed form. It retains those valuable monounsaturated fats and polyphenols in their natural state. This is what gives it its strength. This is what allows it to support your body in such a powerful way. So when you look at something as simple as olive oil, don't underestimate it. This is not just something you drizzle on food. This is a source of nourishment that your body recognizes and uses at a deep level. It works with your system, not against it. And over time, those small, consistent changes can lead to big improvements. Because when your body receives the right nutrients, it begins to function better. It begins to heal. And it begins to restore what may have been lost over the years. And that, my friends, is where true health begins. Let me share something with you that is incredibly simple, yet extremely powerful. And most people overlook it because they think results only come from complicated routines or expensive treatments. The truth is, your body responds best to consistency and simplicity. And when it comes to improving blood flow in your legs, it's not about doing something extreme. It's about doing the right thing every single day. Now listen carefully. Using extra virgin olive oil is not just about what you take, it's about how and when you use it that makes all the difference. Because your body thrives on routine. When you give it the same beneficial input day after day, it begins to adapt, to respond, and to improve. Let's start with the simplest method, taking it daily. When you consume about 1 to 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil each day, you are feeding your body those powerful nutrients consistently. Not once in a while, not when you remember, but every single day. And this is where the real change begins. You see, your blood vessels don't just suddenly transform overnight, they respond gradually. Each day you're helping reduce inflammation. Each day you're supporting better blood flow. Each day you're giving your body what it needs to function better. And over time, those small daily actions start to build momentum. Now here's something very important. Timing matters. Taking olive oil in the morning, especially on an empty stomach, allows your body to absorb it more efficiently. There's less interference from other foods, so those healthy fats and antioxidants can go to work right away. It's like giving your body a clean, powerful start to the day. Within a short time, your system begins to recognize this pattern. It starts to use those nutrients more effectively. And that's when you may begin to notice subtle changes. Maybe your legs don't feel as stiff when you get out of bed. Maybe that cold sensation in your feet isn't as strong. Maybe walking feels just a little bit easier. These are signs your body is responding. Now let's talk about something even more interesting, applying it directly to your legs. Most people don't realize this, but your skin is highly absorbent. It's not just a barrier, it's a gateway. When you massage extra virgin olive oil into your legs and feet, you're not only nourishing the skin, you're also stimulating circulation in that specific area. Think about what happens during a massage. Your hands create pressure and movement. That movement helps push blood through the vessels. It encourages circulation. It wakes up the muscles and tissues. Now, when you combine that with the beneficial compounds in olive oil, you're enhancing the effect. You're working from the outside in and the inside out at the same time. And this can be especially helpful if you're experiencing localized discomfort, like tightness, cramping, or swelling in your legs. Now here's how to do it properly. Take a small amount of extra virgin olive oil and warm it slightly, not too hot, just enough to make it comfortable. Then gently massage it into your legs, starting from your feet and moving upward. This direction is important because it follows the natural flow of blood returning to the heart. Use slow, steady motions. You don't need to press hard. This is not about force. It's about encouraging flow. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day can make a noticeable difference. And here's the key: consistency. If you do this once, you may feel temporary relief, but if you do it every day, you begin to create lasting change. Your tissues become more relaxed, your blood flow improves, and your legs begin to feel lighter, more comfortable, more alive. Now let me explain something that many people misunderstand. They expect immediate, dramatic results. And while some people do notice improvements quickly, the real power comes from repetition. Your body is constantly adapting. Every day you give it something beneficial, you're sending a message. Support this function, improve this system, restore balance, and your body listens. But if you only do it occasionally, that message becomes weak and inconsistent. That's why daily use is so important. It keeps the signal strong. It keeps the process moving forward. And over time, those small improvements begin to add up in a big way. You may find that you can walk longer without discomfort. You may notice less swelling at the end of the day. You may even feel more confident in your movement because your legs are no longer holding you back. And here's something else that's very important. This is not a complicated routine. You don't need special equipment. You don't need expensive products. You don't need to change your entire lifestyle overnight. This is something you can easily incorporate into your daily life. A tablespoon in the morning, a simple massage in the evening. That's it. Simple, natural, effective. But don't underestimate the power of simplicity, because when something is simple, it's easier to stay consistent. And consistency is what creates results. Now let me leave you with this thought. Your body has an incredible ability to heal and improve, but only if you give it the right support regularly. It doesn't need perfection. It needs consistency. It needs care. And sometimes the smallest daily habit can create the biggest transformation. So if you've been struggling with circulation in your legs, if you've been looking for something that actually works without adding stress or complexity to your life, start here, stay consistent, give your body time to respond, and watch what happens when you make a simple habit part of your everyday routine. Because real change doesn't come from doing something once. It comes from doing the right thing again and again until your body begins to thank you for it. Let me share something with you that can dramatically accelerate everything we've been talking about. And this is where many people miss out on the full benefit. You can have the right nutrition. You can be taking something as powerful as extra virgin olive oil every single day. But if your body is not moving, your circulation will never reach its full potential. Because movement is life. And when it comes to blood flow, especially in your legs, movement is the driving force that makes everything work faster, better, and more efficiently. Now I want you to picture this for a moment. Your heart is pumping blood throughout your body. That's its job. But when it comes to your legs, there's an extra challenge: gravity. Your blood has to travel all the way down, and then it has to make its way back up to your heart. And that return journey depends heavily on one thing: your muscles. Every time you move your legs, every time you walk, stretch, or even shift your position, your muscles contract. And when they contract, they act like a pump, pushing blood back up through your veins. This is often called the muscle pump, and it's absolutely essential for healthy circulation. But here's the problem. As people get older, they tend to move less. They sit longer. They avoid activity because of discomfort or fatigue. And slowly, that muscle pump becomes weaker and less active. So even if your heart is working properly, the blood begins to pool in your lower legs. Circulation slows down. And this is when you start to notice swelling, heaviness, stiffness, even pain. Now here's the powerful part. When you combine something like extra virgin olive oil, which improves the flexibility of your blood vessels and supports circulation internally, with simple daily movement, you create a powerful synergy. One works from the inside, the other works from the outside, and together they amplify each other. It's not just adding benefits, it multiplies them. Now let me be very clear. You do not need intense exercise. You do not need to push your body to extremes. In fact, that can sometimes do more harm than good, especially if your body is not used to it. What your body needs is gentle, consistent movement. Something as simple as walking, even 10 to 15 minutes a day, can make a huge difference. When you walk, your leg muscles activate in a natural rhythm. They contract and relax over and over again. This continuously pushes blood through your veins, helping it return to your heart more efficiently. At the same time, because you've been supporting your blood vessels with the nutrients from olive oil, those vessels are more relaxed, more open, more responsive. So the blood doesn't just move, it flows smoothly. And that's the key. Smooth, efficient circulation. Now let's take it a step further. Stretching, gentle stretching of your legs, your calves, your thighs, helps improve flexibility and reduces tightness in the muscles. When muscles are tight, they can compress blood vessels and restrict flow. But when they're relaxed and flexible, blood can move more freely. Even simple movements like pointing and flexing your feet while sitting, or slowly lifting your legs and lowering them, can activate circulation. These are small actions, but they send a powerful signal to your body. They say keep the blood moving and your body responds. Now here's something else that's very important. Consistency matters more than intensity. You don't need to do a lot. You just need to do it regularly, because every time you move, you're reinforcing that circulation pathway. You're training your body to keep blood flowing efficiently. And over time, your system becomes stronger, more responsive, more capable. Now imagine this. You wake up in the morning and instead of feeling stiffness in your legs, you feel a little more ease. You take your daily olive oil, giving your body that internal support. Then you go for a short walk, even just around your home or outside for a few minutes. Already you've done something powerful. You've activated your circulation from both directions. And as the days go by, you begin to notice changes. Your legs don't feel as heavy. You're not as fatigued when you move. Maybe the swelling starts to decrease. Maybe your balance improves slightly. These are real, meaningful improvements. And they come from simple, consistent actions. Now let me address something that holds many people back. Fear. Fear of pain, fear of discomfort, fear that movement might make things worse, and I understand that. But here's the truth. Lack of movement is often what makes things worse. Your body was designed to move. And when you stop moving, systems begin to slow down, circulation decreases, muscles weaken, stiffness increases. But when you reintroduce gentle movement at your own pace, you begin to reverse that process. You're not forcing your body, you're supporting it. You're working with it, and that's when healing begins. Now combine that with the benefits of extra virgin olive oil, and you're creating the ideal environment for improvement. Better blood vessel function, better muscle activity, better overall circulation. It's a complete approach, simple, natural, and incredibly effective. So if you truly want to feel a difference in your legs, if you want to improve your circulation faster, don't rely on just one thing. Combine them, nourish your body from within, and activate it from the outside, because when you do both, you're giving your body exactly what it needs to function at its best. And over time, those small daily actions can lead to something powerful. Stronger legs, better movement, more confidence, and a renewed sense of independence. And that, my friends, is something truly worth taking a few minutes each day to achieve.